Greetings, parents of Latin 2 honors. Welcome to this unusual iteration of Back to School Night 2020. My name is Adam Levin, and I am the head of the Classical Languages Department. I am also the father of 2 small GA children, pre-K and 3rd grade, and I'm delighted to be back in school despite these wild circumstances. This year's course, Latin 2 honors, for those rising up from the middle school, is a continuation of Latin A, B, and C. For 10th graders who have been in Latin 1 last year, this is a continuation of that course. And as such, it is, as is traditional, a combination of 9th and 10th grade students in this class. In the course, we do a very brief review of the latter stages of Cambridge Latin Course Unit 2, and then we spend the remainder of the year in Cambridge Latin Course Unit 3. We continue to build a strong foundation, the fundamentals of Latin grammar, syntax, and vocabulary, while all the time exploring interesting features of Roman history, culture, religion, etc. And while you are watching this video on Veracross, the hub, the one-stop shop, so to speak, of the course for your child is actually located in Microsoft Teams, Class Notebook, and OneNote. And I'd like to share those with you for a moment. First is Microsoft Teams. When your child opens up their Latin 2 honors team, they'll find something like this. You can see here this week, the week of September 21 to 25, I have entitled it Weekly Planner, and there'll be one of these every week. I'll list the class meetings of the week, with those that are virtual, those that are not, and then a general outline of what we'll be doing in those class periods. And I, of course, include my Zoom link at the bottom of that for easy access when they're at home. In this team, there's also a channel entitled Class Notes. And under Files and Class Notes, you will find PDFs bundled in roughly 2-week increments, and the PDFs contain individual daily class notes over the course of that 2 weeks. So at any time, your child can go back and review what we had done in class during those days. And of course, if your student is absent for any reason, they can go back and look at the material they will have missed. In addition to Teams, as I mentioned, your child will be doing all of her work or his work in a program known as OneNote or Class Notebook. And that's what I'm showing you here. We've gone entirely paperless, aside from the 2 textbooks I mentioned. And when you go into OneNote, you'll see I have a list of all the students in the class along the side here, and they each have their own tabs. What you're looking at here is a collaboration space. Here's an example of an assignment that we did where I assigned them each a small bit of translation. They type it in. You can see the initials of the student on the side who did the translation. And I can actually see them typing it in real time as I watch my screen. And then when they're all done, we go back and correct it together. As well, as you can see here, here's an example of an assessment I gave, which was a lengthier translation with, I have the student indicate the start time and end time, as well as the honor pledge, and I can go back and then mark up the translation and give it a grade. I also have the capability, which is quite handy and the students like, of commenting verbally on these via an audio recording. And I've used that with some success in the past, and we'll use that periodically over the course of the year. I want to welcome you again to this strange school year. I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know your children thus far, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful year. Please, if you have any questions at all, thoughts, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to me. My email address is at the bottom of the page, and I will get back to you in a timely manner. Have a wonderful night and take good care.